What's up, everybody? It's your boy Melv here for another review. This is a classic review, so today I'm going to review the series Goosebumps, which was based on the book series by R.L. Stine. But before we begin, have you subscribed? Did you hit the bell? Did you like this video? If not, what are you doing? You better check on your bed, check your closet, and better make sure nothing's going to put a mask over your face and take over your body. And let's begin, shall we? So, anybody who's from the 90s will remember Goosebumps. The series first started in 1992, I think. Yeah, series 1, like around 1991 or 92. With Arl Stein's first book, Welcome to Dead House. Since then, it just been a massive hit. And also, as a reminder, Goosebumps has turned 30 years. So 30 years of scaring the crap out of us 90s kids. And even a series, which lasted from 1995 until 1998. Yeah, that was a long series, so let's talk about it. So, everyone knows about the story of Goosebumps. It was written by R.L. Stine. He wrote other stories like Fear Street, The Nightmare Room. But Goosebumps has to be the most famous one of all because, come on. Many stories have been told ever since the first one came out in 1991 or 92. I would check. I have the art book of The Art of Goosebumps, which has the original of all the original art covers of the original series, Goosebumps series. So yeah, it doesn't feature the new one like Slappy's World or Horrorland. It's featuring from the original Goosebumps series to the later ones in the early 2000s. But we're going to talk about the series, which is first started in 1995. Was their first episode. I can't remember which was it. Shit. Oh yeah, the Haunted Mask. It was actually a special divided in two parts, part 1 and part 2. Same as the Haunted Mask 2 as well. But we all know the Haunted Mask is a classic when you're watching it during Halloween, literally. And having Arl Stein introducing the story as usual. I think he did like only specials like the Haunted Mask 2, Welcome to Terror Tower. I think it was another one. I think it was the Werewolf Fever one as well. Welcome to Dead House. And Night of the Living Dummy 3. There were others I try to remember, but those are the ones I like more from the series. And people talking, Melvin, you seen the series? Hey, I was born in 96, so I wasn't around. I wasn't big. God, dude. I was born in 96. I was an infant when the show was going on. So, I only saw the reruns when they first came to Cartoon Network back in 2006. Oh, you gotta love the old intro. The old announcement for each episode. Back in the from around 2006. That was dope. Literally. I think the more famous ones were 9/11/92, which strange why they didn't do the first book. I think it'd be more complicated because if you did the first book, 9/11/W, the first one, in an episode, that'd be complicated because 9/11/2 is only focusing on Slappy. For now on, that's why I didn't do the first one. Then you have others like The Haunted Mask, which it featured twice as two specials, which was pretty dope. And of course, you have Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns, which, yeah, it was pretty funny. A double whammy right there. I think I like that one more because it's like the okay. Since moving here to Puerto Rico, I haven't seen that much Halloween cheer here in Puerto Rico for years. When I was in elementary, when I started sixth grade here. So yeah, I kind of miss it. It's kind of like I remember having fun in the U.S. though. Those were the good old days. But yeah, I remember the marathon. I remember it was a Goosebumps marathon back in 2006 for the TV movie Arl Stein's The Haunted Hour. Don't think about it. Oh boy, it was fun. Feature all the ones like the Welcome to Horrorland, Chillage trilogy, the the creature beneath the creature beneath the sink, the sponge. What else? Deep Trouble, Sharkers on Shark Street. Wow, a gag from Nightmare on Elm Street. Scarecrow's Walk at Midnight, The Mummy. Wow. So yeah, there was a lot, including the Werewolf of Fever Swamp. Let's see, The Blob. Oh boy, that was a lot of episodes. My favorites have to be mostly featured about ghosts, like The Ghost Next Door, The Headless Ghost, Ghost Beach, mm, The House of No Return, The Haunted House Game. Damn, those were good. I think The House of No Return I like because it's the music they use for that episode. You're okay, you're a new kid, and so you got these group of kids trying to force you to join in their club by forcing you into this haunted house. And the eerie music, when you're trying to look at the house inside the atmosphere, damn, it looks pretty good. Then you have The Ghost Next Door, which this one has to be the most saddest, but it has a happy ending about this girl named Hannah who's waiting for her family. She thought her neighbor's a ghost until in reality she's the ghost. Which they use that little plot twist in the Goosebumps movie for Arlstein's supposed daughter, played by Jack Black. Awesome. Which is pretty funny that she remembers how many 16 birthdays she had. Damn. For being a dead woman. So yeah, you have other episodes that may have bigger impact. Okay, we have Vampire Breath, Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. What else? Trying to remember. Monster Blood. Oh yeah, I think that was the second Goosebumps episode I ever seen about that. About green goo. If you touch it, it eats you and it grows. Somewhat like the blob. But the other thing he's afraid of is food. Like the blob that hates cold, this one hates food. Human food. Then you have one stay out of the basement, which was oh boy, beware of plant copies. Then you have there was some that I think one that made like a parody was the Bride of the Living Dummy, which hello is the only episode based on the series 2000 books, the only one, and that's like quite rare. Then you have the Shrunken Head, which is divided in three parts or two. I can't remember. I think it was divided in two or three. I've never seen the episodes. Then you have Chillage, which here's the fine thing. It was not even a book. It was the first. I think it was the only. It was the only episode never based on a book. It was actually originally made for television, which involving a strange character named Carl. You see the first one, Chillage, School of Fortune, which you see it's like a model town. Then you have Carl's with a welcome to Carlville. Time to play. Okay, that is freaky. You're trying to find something to sell. You find this damn model town you get sucked into, and you think, oh, you got me this guy named Carl who's gonna set you up until you realize, oh fuck, you're screwed. Then you try to get rid of it. Boom, bo. Another one finds it, which leads to the second one. I think is the baseball theme, where in the final one, which oh boy, he's gonna turn you into one of them. They managed to destroy the town, but somehow Carl survived by sliding out the vacuum hose, believing that he finally defeated him by thought there was a model hit of him, but it turns out nope, that's not him. So yeah, those are weird ones. I think Joe's a good one though. Then of course you have the more famous one. Welcome to Horrorland. Oh boy. I think this two-part episode became more famous because this one became started his own book series of Goosebumps, the Goosebumps Horrorland and Goosebumps Horrorland the game. If you ever played that when it first came out back in 2008 during the hype of Goosebumps Horrorland book series, which the first one was Revenge of the Living Dummy, which actually had the book. Calling Revenge, calling one says Heads You Lose, which is what the hell is Ghost. Quote a 28 reprint of Night Living Dummy. Oh boy. Do we all feel old? I still like the cover art though. It's pretty dope. Then you have Welcome to Camp Nightmare, which was a three-parter. Yeah, it was a three-parter, I believe. About these guys go to a strange camp, which in reality is actually a testing ground because they want to test if he's ready to go. And guess where? To Earth. They're actually aliens. Oh boy. That was pretty weird, ain't it? And besides that, there was a lot of things here. I mean, literally, there was a lot of interesting episodes. I think the ones I like more was mostly the ghost ones, the Night Living Dummy or Chillage. There were more, but I couldn't pump the Revenge of Attack of the Jack-o'-lanterns, which it was a classic. Period. There were others though, but hey. Remember, this series lasted from 1995 to 1998, so yeah. And Armstrong was still writing books, so most of these stories didn't get to be an episode, literally. Even the earlier series one books hardly got an episode. You can tell which one by the title, so yeah. There were others, but I think the one that actually was pretty good was Night of the Living Dummy 3. Which, it was a special. I remember seeing it back when I was in 6th grade here. It was at midnight. Literally midnight. It was the final Goosebumps episode for Halloween was over during the marathon. Which, I didn't find out, Christian Hayden, if you know who he is, he played Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader. Turns out, before he was Vader, he was one of Slappy's victims by turning him into a dummy. No, that was just weird. I kinda like the gag with when Arlstein was talking to a ventriloquist dummy of himself, which, if you read the 2008 book reprint, it featured that his dog was afraid of dummies and he has a dummy just like him, which, that's the dummy. That's the dummy of him. It turns out, if you see photos of him doing interviews, it's right in the background. Ain't that weird? And then, around 2015, the movie came out. Goosebumps. The 2015 film starred Jack Black as him. Which, he made a more grouchier style, like a secluded one, which, instead of this, his stories actually come to life and make it stop being the main villain because face it, Anybody else want to be the main villain? Since Slappy's actually the official poster boy of Goosebumps. Literally. Everything you hear in Goosebumps, Slappy. That's it. And with the box up, that's it. It was pretty good. I think I like the ending credit, which feature all the series. I think the first series characters. And the final is Slappy right there. Of course, you have have the main villain make the last intro art, which is pretty cool because the original artworks were written by Tim Sagupis. Sorry for pronounce your name. I'll look it up. He did most of the original Goosebumps art in the early series, and he did quite well. I see some of the original artwork. It was actually pretty cool. They start from pencil, their variations. But yeah, when I think of the Goosebumps series, I think now is like campy. And we also have this because later, hey or not, Disney is going to make a new Goosebumps series. And when I heard like, oh no. When I read what's it going to be, it'd be like high school students encountering something like, oh boy. Here we go. And when you hear me saying that, oh yeah, Disney going to fuck this up. Because Goosebumps is a scary show. Well, not so scary. You got some episodes that scare the shit out of people by the atmosphere. But yeah. Then you got the sequel, Haunted Halloween, which it was pretty good. And more alignment to Nikola Tesla. It was actually pretty good. And Arthur didn't show up until the end from the old Tesla plant. And then Slappy survived and has to write a book and traps R.L. Stine in it, getting the last laugh. So I don't know if they're gonna do a third film. I don't know. We gotta wait and find out. But Disney, oh no. But yeah, I think the fair predecessor to this, not that this one was, Are You the Haunted Hour that came out of the hub back around 2013 or 14, and lasted like 4 seasons, which it came out of the hub, which was originally Discovery Kids, and that was actually a good. But I'm going to talk about that'll be a different episode. So yeah, that was a worthy predecessor to the Goosebumps. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have you seen the series when they first came out back in the day, like back in from 1995 to 1998, or you were one of the millennials who actually seen the reruns when they came out, like from 2006 to wow. I don't know when they stopped showing it. I think they started showing it back when it was in the hub, literally. I will remember it was like back in 2011 or back in 2011 they were showing it in the hub. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the series, and did you like it? Did it bring some nostalgia, like childhood, on which episode you like more of the stories? And let me know in the comments down below. And also, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, that'll be awesome. And also, give a like to this video if you appreciate it so much. Until then, have a great day, everybody. See ya.